You remember all those times that Trump told you that we have completely decimated the Iranian military? They have no more navy. They have no more air force. They have no more air defense. They have no more missiles. They have no more rockets. Remember that bullshit? And he kept telling you over and over and over again. That was your indicator that that was all bullshit. U.S. intelligence shows Iran retains substantial missile capabilities. Once again, not Iranian reports, not reports out of Europe, U.S. intelligence. The Trump administration's public portrayal of a shattered Iranian military is sharply at odds with what U.S. intelligence agencies are telling policymakers behind closed doors, according to classified assessments from early this month that show Iran has regained access to most of its missile sites, launchers, and underground facilities. Most alarming to some senior officials is evidence that Iran has restored operational access to 30 of 33 missile sites it maintains along the Strait of Hormuz, which could threaten American warships and oil tankers transiting the narrow waterway. People with knowledge of the assessments said they show, to varying degrees depending on the level of damage incurred at the different sites, that the Iranians can use mobile launchers that are inside the sites to move missiles to other locations. In some cases, they can launch missiles directly from launch pads that are part of the facilities. Only 3 of the missile sites along the strait remain totally inaccessible, according to assessments. Iran still fields about 70% of its mobile launchers across the country and has retained roughly 70% of its pre-war missile stockpile, according to the assessments. That stockpile encompasses both ballistic missiles, which can target other nations in the region, and a smaller supply of cruise missiles, which can be used against shorter-range targets on land or at sea. Military intelligence agencies have also reported, based on information from multiple collection streams, including satellite imagery and other surveillance technologies, that Iran has regained access to roughly 90% of its underground missile storage and launch facilities nationwide, which are now assessed to be, quote, partially or fully operational, end quote, the people with knowledge of the assessment said. The findings undercut months of public assurances from President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who have told Americans that the Iranian military was decimated and no longer a threat. On March 9th, 10 days into the war, Mr. Trump told CBS News that Iran's missiles are down to a scatter and the country had nothing left in a military sense. So why does the president come out and say, yeah, we've defeated them militarily? They have no more missiles. We own the airspace. We can do anything. Why does he do it? Why does he say it? Because his supporters are dumb enough to believe it. They're dumb enough to believe it, stupid enough not to know how to do the research to find out that it's true, and cultish enough to just be like, fuck it. He said it, it must be true.